Mabasa family is still hoping to uncover other masterminds behind the murder of broadcaster Percy Lapid. Percy's brother, Roy Mabasa, told 1PH that they are open to having suspended Bucor chief Gerald Bantag removed from the list of suspects. That is if Bantag surrenders to authorities and cooperates in the search for those responsible for Lapid's ambush. Mabasa also refused to believe Bantag's claim that a drug lord close to Justice Secretary Boying Remulla was the one behind the killing.
Bilang pamilya ng biktima, kami po yung nararapat na maghain ng kondisyones. Siya ba'y may ituturo? Kung wala naman siyang ituturo, aaminin niya po ba lahat itong mga inaakusasyon laban sa kanya? Sapagkat sa naririnig natin, parang puro alibay lamang yung kanyang sinasabi.
The Bureau of Corrections is ramping up its crackdown on illegal activities within the Bilibid compound. Ian Suyu with the report.
New body scanners, X-ray machines, drones, and metal detectors. These are the new and high-tech equipment introduced in the National Bilibid Prison as the Bureau of Corrections celebrated its 117th anniversary. But according to Bucor OIC Gregorio Catapang, the star of the show are the new bodycams that will be worn by the Bilibid jail guards. The bodycams are equipped with real-time monitors, communication devices, and body tracking sensors that cannot be intercepted by the signal jammers inside the Bilibid compound.
Yun nga yung sagot doon sa who will guard the guardians. Para sila na mismo, alam nila na nakikita sila kung nasan sila, nakaposisyon sila. More or less 81 na bodycam.
Catapang says this new equipment will help deter illegal activities inside the prison compound. Recall that Bucor is in hot water after it was revealed that the tunnel excavation activities were happening right under the Bilibid. Catapang says it's possible that suspended Bucor Chief Gerald Bantag and his men were digging for gold.
Sabi nila, nakikita nila may mga metal detector na pinapasok doon para mag-check kung anong metals ang hinahanap nila. Di ba yan, former Japanese American camp? O malay mo, dyan tinago yung Yamashita treasure. DNR na bahala dyan. Hindi kami expert dyan eh.
Catapang says he doesn't buy Bantag's explanation that they were simply building a swimming pool near the director's quarters in Bilibid. Catapang says there was already an existing swimming pool in the Bilibid which was destroyed by the more recent digging efforts in the area.
Hindi swimming pool yun kasi yung swimming pool nasa taas. Tapos gagawa ka pa sa ilalim ng swimming pool. Pwede ba yun? Nasira nga yung nasa taas na swimming pool kasi nag-crack dahil baka nagkaroon ng opening yung ilalim.
At any rate, Catapang says it's still illegal for Bucor officials to build pool inside the Bilibid grounds, just like it's illegal for inmates to put up kubols inside the prison. Inmates revealed that there's no truth to previous reports that Bucor officials ordered those kubols struck down. They say Bantag and his men simply renovated the old dilapidated kubols so they could be leased to big-time inmates for prices ranging between 12 to 20,000 pesos. But Bantag only laughed off these accusations.
Nakakatawa talaga yan, Hindi ko, alam mo, pinulburize ka namin yan, naging ground zero. Ito kasi, hindi naman kasi ako yung pinaka-involved mismo sa loob. Hindi ko alam kung totoong may napatayong ganyan sa loob. Dahil, ground zero ko yung labas
Catapang says even the so-called talipapa or market that Bantag supposedly took down were simply turned into fancier commercial complex outside the inmate dormitories. Bantag once again denied any involvement or knowledge about this commercial complex.
Nung pumasok siguro sila yung mga taong yun, dahil may pera siguro sila, baka nagpatayo sila, baka hindi ko naman natututukan yan, ang dami. As a DJ, hindi ko naman kasi concentration yung maximum. Mayroong ganyan kumubong mga nagpagawa ng kubol. Kung totoong mayroon nga, ipagpalagay nating mayroon, ang dapat sumagot yan, yung superintendent na, hindi na yung director general.
The Bureau of Corrections continues its investigation into these kubols, commercial areas, and other illegal structures inside the Bilibid.
And TESDA will be providing training seminars for those displaced by severe tropical storm Paeng. TESDA Director General Danilo Cruz said they will extend assistance to victims of calamities, to help them find new employment and get them back on their feet after disasters. The agency will also provide courses on construction-related programs and extend assistance to affected villages. Based on the NDRRMC's latest data, over 5 million Filipinos were affected by severe tropical storms.
Conversation about our intentions and our priorities. It was clear, he was clear and I was clear, that we'll defend American interests and values, promote universal human rights, and stand up for the international order and work in lockstep with our allies and partners. We're going to compete vigorously, but I'm not looking for conflict. I'm looking to manage this competition responsibly. And I want to make sure that every country abides by the international rules of the road. And we discussed that. The One China policy, our One China policy has not changed. We oppose unilateral change in the status quo by either side, and we're committed to maintaining the peace and stability in the Taiwan Straits. It was also clear that China and the United States should be able to work together where we can to solve global challenges that require every nation to do its part. We discussed Russia's aggression against Ukraine, reaffirmed our shared belief in the threat or the use of nuclear weapons is totally unacceptable, and I asked that Secretary Blinken travel to China to follow up on our discussions and continue keeping the lines of communication open between our two countries. Looking ahead at the G20 meetings tomorrow, we're going to be taking on the very issues that matter to the people's lives, not only here, but also our allies and our partners.
Newborns representing the 8 billionth person in the world. Here's the report.
The Philippines took part in history as it welcomed one of the newborns symbolizing the 8 billionth person in the world. The country's top maternity hospital, Dr. Josefa Bella Memorial Hospital in Manila, delivered baby girl Venice Bantag via normal delivery on Tuesday morning. Margarita Villorente said they had trouble looking for maternity clinics on Monday night, but their initial struggle paid off and turned out to be a historic milestone.
Special po, sobra. Kasi nililipat kami dapat sa Gatako. Hindi po ako tinanggap kasi puno na raw. Kaya pinalipat po kami na hospital dito po.
Apart from being a milestone, the Commission on Population and Development, or POPCOM, is hopeful that this feat will help address the decline in the country's fertility rate. Fertility rate refers to the average number of children born to a woman throughout her lifetime. From a steady 2.7 rate in 2017, it dropped to a mere 1.9 this year. This means that a woman gives birth to no more than 2 kids in the Philippines. POPCOM said the decline in fertility rate is due to numerous factors, including the government's efforts in reproductive health. The COVID-19 pandemic also contributed to the decline in fertility rate.
Nagbago na po yun sa ngayon dahil nga po una, bumagal po siya nung panahon ng pandemya, nung nakarang taon 2020-2021. So ngayon po, mababa pa po yung ating bilang ng mga baby na ipinapanganak.
Despite this, the agency remains positive that fertility rate in the Philippines would go up again in the near future.
We are not looking at it na parang another mouth to feed. But we are hoping and praying that this baby, the symbolic baby, will be a symbol for development in the future.
For News 5, Gio Robles, We Are One News.
Grammy-winning musician Roberta Flack can no longer sing after being diagnosed with ALS, or which is more commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease. According to Flack's publicist, the progressive disease has made it impossible to sing and difficult to speak. A documentary about Flack's life is set to debut at a film festival in New York next week. The singer is known for her hits Killing Me Softly and First Time I Ever Saw Your Face. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The persons of interest in the killing of Percy Lapid have been summoned to the preliminary investigation on November 23. State prosecutors delivered subpoenas to the last known address of suspended Bucor Chief Gerald Bantag in Caloocan and to the residence of Bucor Security Officer Ricardo Zulueta in Pandi, Bulacan. Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Sen has tested positive for COVID-19 shortly after the recently concluded ASEAN Summit. Prime Minister Hun Sen met with several world leaders, including President Bongbong Marcos. Malacanang said the president has gotten tested for the coronavirus. Dr. Eric Tayag has been appointed as Undersecretary of the Department of Health. Before this appointment, Tayag served as DOH spokesperson and director of the agency's Knowledge Management and Information Service. Tayag is best known for promoting DOH campaigns through dances. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.